Hello friends, welcome to Buddha Blessed Life. Once upon a time in a distant kingdom, there ruled a wise and just king who had a deep appreciation for a delicate vase displayed in his grand bedroom. This vase was not just any ornamental piece. It held sentimental value and was the king's most cherished possession. Little did he know that this vase would become the focal point of a lesson about truth, forgiveness, and the complexities of human nature. One ordinary day, the king's quarters required a thorough cleaning, and a diligent servant was assigned the task. Unfortunately, as fate would have it, while the servant was diligently dusting the shelves in the royal bedroom, the prized vase slipped from their hands and shattered into countless pieces. Panic set in as the servant realized the magnitude of their blunder. How could they face the king and admit to breaking his most treasured possession? In a moment of fear, the servant made a fateful decision to conceal the truth. Gathering the broken pieces, they secretly disposed of them, hoping to shield the king from the heartbreak of losing his favorite vase. However, little did the servant know that this seemingly harmless lie would set off a chain of events that would challenge the very fabric of truth and trust in the kingdom. When the king returned to his bedroom, the absence of his beloved vase did not go unnoticed. Perplexed and dismayed, he summoned the servant and inquired about the missing treasure. Fearing the consequences of the truth, the servant, with a trembling voice, spun a tale about taking the vase home for a thorough cleaning. The king, unaware of the deception, instructed the servant to retrieve the vase immediately. As the servant embarked on the journey to retrieve the non-existent vase, the king's curiosity grew. When the servant returned empty-handed, unable to produce the cherished possession, the truth unraveled. The servant, now caught in the web of lies, confessed to their actions. The king, perturbed by the betrayal, felt a sense of anger and disappointment. In his frustration, he sentenced the servant to death as punishment for the deception. The next day, the kingdom was abuzz with the news of the servant's impending execution. However, within the royal court, there was one individual who questioned the absoluteness of truth and the severity of the punishment. This dissenting voice belonged to a vice minister who dared to challenge the notion that lying was an absolute evil. The king, perturbed by this dissent, expelled the minister from the court, believing that such perspectives were incompatible with the values of his kingdom. Unbeknownst to the king, this expulsion set in motion a series of events that would ultimately lead to a profound revelation about the nature of truth and forgiveness. Worried about both the servant facing death and the consequences of his expulsion, the minister sought a way to convey a crucial lesson to the king. In an attempt to showcase the complexity of truth, the minister approached a skilled goldsmith and commissioned a unique artifact, an intricately crafted pati made of pure gold. The next day, armed with the golden pati, the minister returned to the king's court. Despite being expelled, he managed to persuade the king to listen to his story. Holding the golden creation in his hands, the minister narrated a tale about a wise monk who had bestowed upon him this miraculous pati, claiming that it would yield a field of gold if planted in fertile soil. Intrigued by the possibility, the king agreed to put this magical pati to the test. He ordered his courtiers to accompany him to a designated field the next day. Little did they know that this field trip would become a journey of self-discovery and introspection. Arriving at the fertile land, the minister explained that the golden pati possessed a unique condition. It could only grow into a field of gold if planted by someone who had never told a lie. As the king looked around at his courtiers, expecting one of them to step forward, an uneasy silence engulfed the group. The courtiers, apprehensive about their own truthfulness, remained rooted in place. Sensing the reluctance, the minister astutely revealed the true nature of his lesson. He emphasized that everyone, including the king, had lied at some point in their lives. He had argued that a lie, which aimed at helping others or avoiding harm, was not inherently evil. The king, struck by this revelation, acknowledged the complexity of truth and forgave the minister, welcoming him back into the court. With the veil of judgment lifted, the king pondered the significance of forgiveness. He realized that humans, bound by their imperfections, often make mistakes. In a magnanimous gesture, the king not only pardoned the death sentence of the servant, but also reinstated the minister in his rightful place within the royal court. The tale of the shattered vase, the golden pati, and the lessons learned in forgiveness and understanding spread throughout the kingdom. It became a timeless story that resonated with people of all ages, transcending its origins to serve as a beacon of guidance in navigating the complexities of truth, lies, and the humanity that binds us all. In the end, the kingdom flourished not just in riches, but in wisdom, understanding, and the strength that comes from forgiveness. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel.